I always ask my students in class, what makes the squirrel so sexy? What makes the leaves so sexy? What makes the dog so sexy? I'm going to pause for a minute while you guys think about it, and then I'll give you the answer. It is that they're unpredictable and that they're scarce and that they move. So those are kind of the three things that are really important if we're going to have really good recalls. We need to be as sexy as the squirrel, the leaves, the dogs, the snowflakes, whatever. In my case, for one of my dogs, it's the water droplets from the hose. So we need to move. And that's why I love the running away, giving them a bit of a reward experience with lots of movement. Moving is really important. Also being unpredictable about it. So the squirrel doesn't sit there and go, I'm on the tree, come and get me. Oh dear, you got me. And yet that's what we do with the recalls. We do the same thing over and over again. We call our dog to us. We give them a couple of pieces of food. We might do a hand target. We might do a collar grab, but it's pretty laid back. And it's often the same because we as humans, as primates, are creatures of habit. Dogs love unpredictable. So what we get to do is really challenge ourselves. What can I do when my dog comes back to me? So I have one dog that loves to spin. So he comes running to me. Maybe we do a hand target. We do a spin one direction. We do a catch. We do a spin the other direction. I take his collar. I put on his leash. I often also put on the leash at random times. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the walk, just putting that out there. Another day, that dog might come and I might do thunder where I throw the treat between my legs. I turn around, I do it again. Then I go into middle, I do something else. Big reward experience with all the games that you've actually learned. So almost every game that you've learned can be turned into a part of the reward experience for when your dog comes back. So what else can I do? My dog comes back to me, I can play magic hand. Dog comes back to me, I can play orientation game. Dog comes back to me, I can do weaving through my legs. Dog comes back to me, I could ask for mouse or airplane. People like that because it's really calm. But think about it. Again, the squirrel doesn't sit there going, let's be calm now that you've got me. The squirrel is like, wahoo, I'm gone, because that's what the dog's like. And that's what the dog's like. So I would stay away from those impulse control behaviors. I'm going to do thunder, tornado game, catch, magic hand, orientation game. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that you've learned that you could do. All kinds of the games that you've learned in the proximity games. I might run away, have my dog chase me, turn around, run the other way. If my dog is one that's going to jump on me, I'm not going to do so much of it, but it's going to be a whole experience. And it's going to be as different as I can every time, so that when the dog comes, they're like, whoa, you just called my name. What are we going to do now? And rather than, oh my God, I'm going to go on leash. Whole different emotional response to it. So in my in-person classes, I often write on the board we brainstorm all the different games that you can do. I suggest that you go back through this whole program and look at all the different games that you could do that would be exciting games for when your dog comes back to you. And then, yeah, I always end up with something like a hand target, collar grab, come into middle where I can put the leash on. Or you know what, if I'm just doing a recall for the sake of practicing a recall, I send them back off again and I might do that and then I send them back off again and we don't actually stay on leash very long. So just make them really unpredictable. Makes your recalls way more fun for your dogs.